Welcome back. Today we are testing the new Motiv Forged Flare. If you like what we do, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Patreon. A big thank you to Jeff Miller and Ron Hoppy. Don't forget to check out Haley's Pro Shop in Burlington, Washington for world-class drilling and coaching. First impression of the Forged Flare is why? Why make something so strong? And when can I ever use this? Alright, I didn't want to make my first take feel negative. It's just that the Forged Flare felt like it hooked early and a ton, and I mean a ton. My feeling was like this is literally the strongest motive reaction I've ever seen. Forget the Jackal Ghost, Alpha Jackal, even the Trident Abyss. The Flare feels bigger than all of them. As I look back at what Motiv says about the ball, they're definitely right. This ball has an insane amount of traction while still making a strong move down lane. And like any big ball with traction, you need to find oil, and you can get a touch too deep where you start to break the reaction and lose carry. But the amount of down lane motion was still impressive. So much so I actually consider this the ball in the Motiv lineup that fits in the strong define category, which is the top category. Typically you see solid ASIMs there, but honestly, the motion dictates, not paper statistics. I started pretty direct, around 12 at the arrows, and you probably saw the balls just started hooking at my feet, 30 feet or so. I kept moving, and it really didn't start working until I opened up the angles significantly. This ball, despite being a traction monster, wants to cover boards. It was really happy around the fourth arrow, and I really didn't feel like it would hit soft. Many snow tires, ball reaction just don't store enough energy for lots of board coverage. Rather, they simply prefer heavier volumes. This one looks like it can do both. It really just got to the point where I can really toss it away with huge angles and no worry that it'll turn over. Yes, I typically start to worry about corners from deep, but it really didn't happen. I did get a couple of slap out sevens by the 4-pin, and those always make you smile. Now on to the two-hand test. I'm an average speed two-hander, which naturally means if I'm a ready fourth arrow one-handed, this is going to be trouble. This ball simply has too much traction for my two-hand speed and this sort of typical house shot. Frankly, I couldn't see ever finding a condition where my style two-hand could effectively use this ball. I don't think I would ever need this much traction. I really have to open up the angles and just throw it away. The ball does stand up strongly, so kind of have to occasionally rely on a slapper type strike as the ball just stands up, and otherwise the ball was overreacting. I did find a shot, but yeah, this is just a lot of ball for my style on this condition. Final thoughts: the Motiv Forged Flare is actually a quite impressive ball. I know I'm thinking, why such a big piece like I started with, but there's something to be said for having the top dog in your bag be a ball you can trust will just flat out hook no matter what. And this ball clearly fits in the strong define category for me. This ball will help some speed dominant bowlers as well, given how much traction and willingness to hook it has. It's a fun ball, and I like when snow tires don't quit down lane.